What is that, you ask? That is my weighted blanket. If you are new to my channel, it's all about mental health, mental illness, suicide awareness, sobriety. Started a nonprofit called Driven Together. My name is Eric, and I love sharing the tools and resources and everything that I found to help me along. I'm diagnosed ADHD, PTSD, depression, anxiety. I lost a wife and father to suicide. I'm a recovering addict. It's my passion to make sure that nobody goes alone. If you haven't clicked that like and subscribe button, click the like and subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey. What is up, YouTube? This video is on this. This is my weighted blanket. A lot of people have asked about a weighted blanket and why do you use it necessarily. I do struggle with GAD. It's general anxiety disorder. I am prescribed Xanax, which is a benzodiazepam. Benzos, a lot of people don't like to talk about or share about because, well, let's face it has an addictive factor to it. I am a recovering addict. My addiction was to alcohol and cocaine. It was not to benzos. And one of the tools in my toolbox is a weighted blanket. I've shared about the fidget cube. I've shared about the fidget spinner. Well, this is another big one. The weighted blanket, mine is a 20-pound weighted blanket. It is enough that it puts the pressure on my body to feel comfortable. A lot of us don't have these, which are fur babies. Fur babies are the best when they're not digging out cushions. When it comes to like compression therapy, just having that heartbeat, that pressure against you to help calm you down, especially if your heart races and your brain starts going. With the weighted blanket, I actually will wrap myself in it, lay down on the couch here, and usually my dog will actually come over and give me love too. But it helps slow me down, and I can feel the weight of it on me, that it gets my heart rate going the right direction. It prevents that feeling of ants, crawling in my skin, and that I literally get trapped and can feel my brain start to get itself, in a sense, excited to the point that an anxiety attack can end up hitting. I use it, I would say, a couple times a week. It's a great tool to just have. They are heavy, I will tell you this. I've tried sleeping with it. It didn't really work the best sleeping with it. It was actually too much weight, too much of the time, that I will only maybe wear it or put it around me, I should say, for maybe 15-20 minutes. And that's about all I need really to be able to calm myself down, bring myself into the present, remember that it's okay of what I'm going through, and not to overthink it or overshoot it with my brain, where it goes down the path where I almost need a Xanax or I'm going into a full-blown anxiety attack. The one thing I can say with a weighted blanket, though, is if you have any kind of trauma from a sexual trauma experience that may have PTSD involved with it. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor. I have had others explain to me and tell me that it does give you a PTSD flashback. And it is a trigger for PTSD because of the weight on you. So be careful when experimenting with the weighted blankets if you've ever had that before, because it may set it off for you. With anxiety, though, it's straightforward and to the point. You wrap yourself into this, you put it over you, the weight really helps to calm you down. There's tons of different weighted blankets out there. I don't want to say that one brand's better than the other. I think that they all work pretty much the same, because they are all weighted. I like this one though because it was like, it had little bean bags, squares in it, and I can kind of play with the squares and I can feel the sand or the weights inside of it. And it's a calming feeling. It gives me something else to focus on other than my anxiety of the little balls inside of it, and to actually kind of just squish them around. So that's the one thing I actually like about this weighted blanket, is the fact that it has that, because the whole thing when I'm getting an anxiety attack is getting myself back to the present of what's going around me, the touching, the feeling, and the senses of bringing me here instead of getting really stuck into my brain. So I think that they're a great help. They're a great tool if you don't have one. They range anywhere from, I've seen them for 30 bucks all the way up to 100 bucks. I don't think you need to spend necessarily $100 on them. Just have the weight and try it. It's trial and error to find out what works best for us, and to put together that toolbox in case an anxiety attack does hit, so that we don't necessarily have to struggle through it, and that we can actually fight through it and make it where it's a little bit better and a little bit easier, and we can actually combat the full-on anxiety attack. So if you haven't tried one, again, message of this is try it. Down below, I have in the description, I have affiliate links. I do have one to the anxiety tools that I use, such as a fidget cube, a fidget spinner, the weighted blanket. Check them out. It might work for you. Again, trial and error to find out what works best. My personal opinion of weighted blanket, one of the best tools there is out there. So give it a try, give it a shot. Comment down below. I'd love to know what your experience is with a weighted blanket, if it's been a good experience or a bad experience, because the more that we do share our experiences and our tools and our resources of what we've been through, the more that it helps others along their path. If you haven't clicked the like and subscribe button, click the like and subscribe button. I upload videos all the time. Check out our website. It's the newly revamped areyouDriven.com. Nonprofit organization now of bridging the gap between a crisis hotline and our therapist, of giving us that interaction between that we need to just remember that, you know what, it's okay to be not okay, and that we can fight through it, because we've made it through 100% of our worst days. We're here right now, and that's all that matters. Look forward to the next video. Click that like and subscribe button, hit the little bell if you want to be notified, and we got this.